Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, what's up? Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post a new video every week. So as you can see from the title of today's video, I recently got an assistant to help me out in the nail room. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted this briefly on my stories, but why would somebody need an assistant? So some of you out there working, whether you're a lash tech, a hair stylist, a nail technician, and you're looking to get help and you're maybe not sure if you need help, what would you hire somebody for? Especially if you are solo like myself, and my assistant does not do nails actually. She doesn't touch anybody's nails. So why would I hire an assistant to help me out? What would she do? What would you do? How do you hire somebody? What are some of the things that you want to discuss when looking to maybe hire somebody? So we're going to get into all of that right now. So first, let's start off with why I get help. So I've been looking for someone to help me out for a while now. Last year, I will pull in maybe like a old student, a graduating student, or somebody to help me out during pedicures. And I really have been wanting to hire somebody for a while now to do pedicures, and I was just going to do everything else. So my problem with that was, and even when I hired somebody to come in for those couple random weekends that I was busy and I needed assistance, they didn't really have anything to do. So as you know, I am in a house, and it's like if they're not in the nail room, once they do the feet and then I move on to the nails, it was like a little awkward. Like, where are you going? Where are you sitting? Me and my customers, we like to talk. We like to have our time together. So to have somebody else in the room was kind of like weird, because then we can't like get down and dirty with all the details. So I was like, I don't know what to do. So when I created this waiting area, this room, this was one of the features that I wanted for this room, to be able to hire somebody, whether it was as an assistant, it was for pedicures, whatever. Just if I had help, then they can kind of be in this room and chill while I'm doing the person's nails. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted another space in addition to the nail room. So how I got my assistant was, she's actually the daughter of one of my customers. She was looking for like a summer job, and her mom was like, well, she can come work for you. And I'm like, okay, we were just like joking and stuff. And I'm thinking like, what could somebody do that isn't gonna actually be doing nails? Because the pedicure part wasn't gonna work out. So after discussing having a pedicurist come on board with some of my customers, they were not digging it. They were like, so she's gonna do other people's feet, but you're gonna still do mine, right? And I'm like, no guys, that's not how it's gonna work. So after talking with several of them, I'm like, they're just like, my customers are bougie. They're not with it. So I'm like, when her mom is my customer and she was just saying, my daughter's looking for a little summer job, and I do her daughter's nails as well. And I was kind of thinking like, okay, I'll think about it. I couldn't really think of, why would I hire somebody and they're not going to be doing nails? Like, how can that benefit me? That's not going to really help me. That's what I really need help with, is somebody to really kind of like do the pedicure so I could just like focus on nails and stuff. So after a couple of days, I started thinking like, okay, well, my biggest thing between me and you is I don't mind pedicures. I love doing pedicures. I hate cleaning up after a pedicure. It's just so much work. It's like emptying the water and this. If I was in a salon, it's different. You could just drain the water and keep it moving. That's different. But like picking up the basin and dumping it and setting it up and like all that, I just like hate doing it. So I was like, well, she could help me like set up and stuff. And then I started thinking, what else could she do? Well, I have inventory that I need track of. I've been so busy this summer. Don't even get me started on products. I haven't made a balm, scrub, lotion. I haven't done anything, keeping track of the inventory, maybe even cleaning up after I do nails and stuff. So I just started to slowly compile a list. This list became really long. All the little things that we do as business owners. And I'm like, you know what? If she's down for it, then let me bring this up to her, see if she would be down with doing all these little tedious tasks. And if she's up for it, then let's do this. So when do you know that it's time to get help? So if you are a nail technician and you find yourself kind of overwhelmed, it could get very overwhelming between actually doing your work. And I know most of you out there are like full-time nail techs. I only do nails part-time and then I teach the other part-time. So I can only imagine doing this 5, 7 days, 5 to 6, 7 days. That's just like, those days are over. I don't have it in me. So I can only imagine, but there's a lot that we do. So if you find yourself overwhelmed, if you're a technician that is usually running behind because of the little things, guys, like when we're working, like food is optional, using the bathroom is damn near optional. We're running around. It's like, okay, I have 10 minutes, but now I got to clean up and I got to do this and I got to do that. And I'm late for this person. And you're just starting to feel a little overwhelmed. We also film, we do content creation if you're one of those techs and stuff like that out there. So there's a lot of things that can go into, having your own space, your own suite, your own business, that it can be very overwhelming. Some of us have family, friends, you have a boyfriend, a husband, somebody that can like help you out, but that's not like their job. They're choosing to do it. Maybe that is their job. But when is it time to actually stop and think, I'm becoming overwhelmed with business and I could use some help? For me, it was, finding that I'm being very, again, overwhelmed with teaching, with business. And again, I didn't have time to make products. I saw like my content creation go down. I barely had time to edit and do all the other little things. And let's not talk about like just personal things that I have to get done for life and my son. And it just became like so much. So having somebody come on board to just make my life just a little bit easier is when I decided, you know what, maybe I should get help and have somebody come on board again for all the little things that I'm doing and I'm running around. So she's been such an extreme help. You have no idea. And it was one of the best decisions that I've done, like top 3 this year, of having somebody come on board to kind of help me out with all these little things when it comes to the business. So I can focus more on doing nails, the content, the teaching, personal, and all that stuff like that. And I can get those things done and put that back on my top priority list. So if this sounds like you and you can definitely relate, then maybe you should consider hiring somebody to help you out. So at any aspect, I just want to point out that I needed help when it comes to nails, but you can always hire. There's so many apps and websites where you can go and you can hire a virtual assistant. Maybe you want to boost your sales or want to boost your clientele and you just or you're not into like the content creation and stuff. You can hire virtual assistants. You can hire content creators. Well, all you have to do is technically film stuff. They'll edit it, they'll post it. You can hire anybody for anything. But the point is that, we have to take care of ourselves. Mental health is no joke, and stress is a part of that. Stress is a part of that, and it can be very overwhelming. So if this sounds like you and you're scrambling and business is good and you're like, I'm not gonna complain, I can't complain, I'm making money, I'm doing good, it's fine, but it's becoming a lot, then maybe you should consider hiring help for some point, for some part of your business. Again, whether that's actually helping you do nails, assisting you do nails, content creation, life stuff, for virtual assistants. So there's so many things that you can get help with. And also I just want to point out that sometimes these things, you might have looked into it. It can be costly. I know virtual assistant, I did look into it at a point, maybe early last year, to kind of help me with more social media editing and posting, or just like little tasks that I was doing for the business. I did look into it. These people usually charge by the hour. So you don't have to hire somebody full-time. You could say, I'm going to compile a whole bunch of crap that needs to get done. And I'm going to pay somebody to work for like 3-4 hours to just kind of like get all this stuff done for me. So you don't have to do it like a live person. Again, the virtual assistant is an amazing thing. It can be a little costly but again, you pay a little bit to relieve a little bit of stress and make it like a little bit easier. So you can make that call as to what's more important to you. But it's very important, again, to stop and realize when you need to get help, when you need to ask for help. I guess, especially if you are a one-person show. Mental and physical breakdown is real. Stress is real. Being overwhelmed is real. So again, if you feel like you're at this point, see what you can do to maybe relieve some of that so you don't become overwhelmed and have like this huge breakdown. So what does my assistant do for me exactly? Let's get into the details here. So now we're to the point where we're like, okay, we need a little help. How do I bring somebody on board? What are the proper steps that I could do to maybe bring somebody on board? So again, I started to think about all the little tasks, all these little things that I wanted to do. So I said, after like 5 or 6 things, I'm like, let me start to write this down. So I created a job description. So if you're unaware of what a job description is, a job description is basically something of a contract that you will come up with as an employer, and you will let this person read it and they can agree to it. This is very important if you are looking to be an assistant or an employee, or if you are the employer. Everybody needs to be on the same page about what needs to be done. There's no, oh, did I tell you that you need to like sweep every week? Did I tell you, I forgot to mention that I need you to do this or that? That's not fair to the person working with you, because they were unaware from jump what they needed to do. Don't just hire somebody and say, I need you to assist me and just like, help me out while I'm doing lashes and stuff. That's not really how it works. So you have to let somebody know. So I sat and I created an actual job description, and I want to be clear, and I wanted to highlight what I needed to be done, especially on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, because also too, after reading this, she could have easily been like, that's not really what I want to do. Then that's fine. We're clear though, this is what I want you to be doing, and this is what you're gonna be doing if you come on board. So what I did was I sat and I created a job description, which is basically a piece of paper that I had her look over. I'll just read off some of the things that she has to do. So her responsibilities include arriving before my first scheduled appointment to prepare and set up, including all electrical equipment, lights, doing the hot towels, preparing the beverage and snack area and the pedicure and the nail setup, setting up for pedicures, including the pedicure basins, having all supplies out and ready. So literally all I do is sit down and do the pedicure, and cleaning up after each pedicure, including emptying the basin, washing and cleaning and disinfecting all tools and implements. And sidebar, I did have her get Barbicide certified because she is not a nail technician, but sanitation and disinfection is extremely important. So I made sure that she did take a mini course, as well as me showing her, she took the Barbicide course online, where they show you how to properly clean, then disinfect all implements, how to wash it off. They ask you a little quiz after, so she is Barbicide certified. So I made sure that that was also very important on that and handling clients, because I don't need no drama. No drama. So also greeting clients and offering them a beverage, hanging up coats when that time of year comes, and informing the nail technician, me, that they have arrived. So usually people will come in, she greets them. Now everybody's kind of met her, and we've kind of ran through most people. So, she's introduced herself at the door, let me know, she'll bring them into the waiting area. She'll let me know that they're there, she'll get them something to drink. So literally when I'm done with my person, she'll walk them out, and then I'll just come pick up the next person from this room and then bring them over to the nail room, and everything's already set up and ready to go. Maintaining the retail area, so restocking, product making assistance. So again, we've just been like a little busy and hectic. We haven't even gotten to product. We got really close last week, but we were gonna make some products. So I have to walk her through how to make products, but that's something that I additionally want her to be able to do, is make the products that I sell, because I'm like super low on stock. So that's gonna be something else she can do. Assisting the nail technician in services that require extra help, like filming. If I need an extra hand while I'm filming something, she can assist me in that as well. Cleaning and disinfecting station work areas, keeping the nail salon and the inventory well stocked with appropriate supplies. So we do a weekly inventory check. She'll let me know what I need to order, what's running low, so on and so forth. So I have a sheet for her, and she'll just write down what needs to be restocked, what's running low, and then I can place my little Amazon order or get the food supplies from the supermarket. Notify the nail technician about items and supplies that need to be reordered, making sure the pedicure stations are drained, clean, and disinfected and free of debris, keeping the nail display neat and clean. So that is one thing. If you are a nail tech, after all these gel polishes, they get so messy. So that was like something else. I was like, oh, you know what? I never have time to clean the bottles of the polish. In a perfect world, we would do it after we polish. That don't happen. So, we had her go through, and especially when I moved into the nail room, I just kind of threw the polish on the rack. I didn't really have time since June to kind of put it in order. They're like in their collections, but they're not like in numbered order. So I had her go through all of that, put them in order, and then like a week after that, go through all the bottles and clean them up. Right now, we're in the process of switching gears to fall. So I'm having her note what needs to be restocked, on my darks, my nudes, on my fall colors. I need to re-up on all those. So she's going through all those for me and letting me know this is what needs to be ordered. So we're good for the fall and the winter season. Keeping the nail area and the retail area well stocked. Keeping the bathroom accessories and dressing room neat, clean, and stocked. So when we do redo this bathroom, that's gonna be something else. That was supposed to be in the makeover video. That's gonna be a whole different video that's gonna happen soon. But when that bathroom is gonna be done, I have a cool, fun idea I wanna do for the bathroom that the guests use. So that's gonna be a part of that, is keeping that restocked, to be determined later on. Performing some housekeeping duties, so emptying the trash can, cleaning up dust on the floor, cleaning shelves, and doing some light laundry, which she really hasn't done. She doesn't really do the towels. Luckily for me, I do have like my mother who does help me out, and she doesn't mind because she's like, it's just towels. I do it with my own clothes. So she does the towels for me, but she does fold the towels now a little bit sometimes. So just kind of making sure that that's all good. Making coffee when necessary, assist in any training or educational classes. So she will be assisting me again in these upcoming classes. Side note, if you have not registered for the Nail Tech Troubleshooting course, it's happening on the 28th of this month. So if you want to sign up, there are a few spots left, so you can go ahead and sign up down below if you are interested in that. So she's going to be assisting me. She's actually going to be my live model as well. She'll be assisting me while I'm doing the class, handing out stuff, so on and so forth, and preparing for that. So work schedule. What does the work schedule look like? So she's basically working when I work. She comes in about an hour before I do, because again, I started to realize I'm always late. I'm always late. It's so bad. I'm always late, and this is the problem. I run in, I have somebody at 9. I stroll through this door like 8:30, and then I'm scrambling to like clean and turn on lights and do water and do coffee. And I'm like, again, that was something else that can make my life easier. So now I have somebody at 9, I stroll in at 8:45, boom, I sit down and do my job. So, and everything's done. So she comes in about an hour, 45 minutes to about 45 minutes before the first scheduled appointment. And usually she'll leave halfway through my last person. So if I am doing somebody's nails, I know I just need to clean up the desk, which is not a big deal. She'll usually leave at that point. And then I have also included on the sheet just the training. So I did let her know ahead of time that she had to do the online certification and the Barberside training, which is just a free course that she had to sit through. She did that, no problem. And 1-day training, I had her come in and train. So the first weekend, it was like a paid training, but I kind of walked her through what needs to be done. So one day she came in, I showed her everything, where everything is at. I gave her a to-do list of what she's going to be doing, just so that, again, we're clear. And she began like kind of training that first week and getting a feel for, the spaces and what needs to be done. And then we just have something on here about compensation and how she's going to be paid and so on and so forth. And then again, I just want to point out at the last sheet, I did mention for her to list, I have her signed, dated, and list any allergies that she may be in contact with certain products or items that may contain certain ingredients or may be of a certain material. That's very, very important. I'm very happy that kind of last minute I thought about that. If she's handling a product or a food product and she's allergic to nuts, or she's allergic to latex and she's touching my gloves all the time, that could be a problem. So I needed to know if she was allergic to anything, so that while she's cleaning, preparing, touching, whatever, anything, she's not going to have an allergic reaction. So once she read all of that, we were good to go. She was like, okay, I see, I'm down, let's do this. Signed off, started training, and came in. So then again, on her first day, I I had a daily to-do list. So again, every single thing that I had in the job description, I literally just broke it down. I'm very OCD and anal, if you don't know that about me already. So let's make this nice and clear. This is what needs to be done in checklist form, daily to-do list. So set up waiting area, and then I just have, you turning on the lights, turning on the TV and the music. In the nail area, you're doing this, you're doing this. I have literally, this is the OCD of me. In preparing hot towels, I have certain colors that are for hot towels, certain colors that are for the dry towels, the white towels, how I like my pedicure station set up. I want 4 pieces of lint-free wipes. I want 2 cotton balls. I need a foot file out. I need my implements out. I need a pair of gloves. I need this. This is how I like it set up. This is how I want it. I set it up first. She took a picture. I also wrote it down. I need 1 small towel per nail appointment. I need 3 towels for spa pedicures, 2 towels for the basic pedicure. So we know when she sees the schedule, okay, I have 4 spa pedicures today, so I'm gonna need X amount of towels. There's 4 customers, I need this. I put it all down for her, preparing the pedicure station, waiting for the first client, after the pedicure, what she needs to be done, after the nail service, and then again at the end of the day, what needs to be done. So I made this for her. Daily to-do list, again, making sure that we are on the same page. Maybe a few things have come up, like recently, for example, I was doing a customer and she, they were in the nail room, the waiting area, and she brought them into the nail room. And she had said, oh, like, what color do you want to do? Or I asked my customer, what color do you want to do? And she was telling me, and so I was like, oh, can you pass me the swatches? So she's helping her with the swatches, and I said to her, oh, you know what? That's a good idea. That's something that I didn't really think of, because my customers always want to show me their nail design and then we'll just like do the feet off of one of those colors. But I'm like, that's something that's time consuming again on my part, because I have to stop doing the pedicure, grab the swatches, show you the colors, get them off the wall. She could do that. So when they come into the room now, that's something else that we added, helping them choose their colors so we know this is going to be for feet, nails. Sometimes we can figure it out, but just opening up the polishes, showing the client, letting them choose, all of that. Let her do all of that while I just do the feet. I chime in when I need to, but like that, again, that's something else that just made my life so much easier. So if you want a little glimpse as to what she does day in the life, I'm a nail tech assistant. I recently created a reel. Hopefully the reel should be out by the time this video comes out. If not, it'll be up around this time. So before or after this video comes out. And we just thought it would be fun to kind of like highlight what somebody can do as a nail tech assistant. So you can go to my Instagram. I'll leave it right here, Keisha Nails, if you don't follow me already, and check that out. As for you guys, if you're thinking about hiring help, I hope this video has helped you or shine some light into just trying to ease yourself as a business owner so you don't become overwhelmed. If you guys have any other questions about maybe hiring somebody or what to do or so on and so forth, you always know you can leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to sign up for the Nail Tech Troubleshooting course happening on September 28th. That is a Thursday, right here, right in this room, live with me. So hit like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye. Speak of the devil, she has arrived.